northern president can stop insurgency in Nigeria, elder statesman Dr. Doyin Okupe. Do you know that ebullient politician Dr. Doyin Okupe will be 70 soon? Be the first to know. City people can tell you that authoritatively he will be 70 next year, but he does not look it an inch. He is still his bubbling self. He is still as handsome as ever, and his analysis of issues still remain as clinical as ever. He is very deep. He is an accomplished professional politician who has been in politics for about 3 decades. He is a resolute and articulate crusader come politician who has an incredible history of speaking truth to power and speaking for the masses, and he has remained as relevant as the new breed of factors or actors in the political space. Beyond party politics, Dr. Kupe is an assertive individual who prefers to position himself on the side of the common man and identifies with pressing grassroots concerns to shape lasting and sustainable solutions to most problems. He is a medical doctor who has been off practice for very many years, choosing to face politics. He co-founded Royal Cross Medical Center. Dr. Okupe was one of those caught in the web of the military repression against the struggle for democracy. He was detained under General Sani Abacha regime alongside other renowned pro-democratic agitators. His intimidating political and administrative credential precedes this fearless and dogged fighter who is yet to give up his crusade for the unity and existence of a one Nigeria. During the Second Republic, Okupe was a House of Representative candidate of the NPN in 1983 parliamentary election. In the Third Republic, Okupe became the National Publicity Secretary of NRC. He was one of the representatives of the NRC that observed the collation of 1993 Nigerian presidential election results at the headquarters of the National Electoral Commission (NEC). General Sani Abacha military government detained Okupe on 3 October 1996. Later on, in March 1998, during the aborted transition program of Abacha, he was among the politicians disqualified from participating in United Nigeria Congress Party (UNCP) primaries. At the advent of the Fourth Republic, Okupe was appointed Special Assistant on Media and Publicity to President Olusegun Obasanjo. Later in 2000, he was one of the governorship aspirants of the PDP primaries in Ogun State and was a major contender along with Gbenga Daniel in 2012. President Goodluck Jonathan appointed Okupe his senior special assistant on public affairs. He is one of the very few who have traversed the length and breadth of the country and can identify the peculiarity of every ethnic group beyond personal interests. Last Sunday, he spoke to City People publisher Kehinde and online editor Seun Joseph on the state of the nation, and he told us why it will be difficult for any northern president to solve the problem of insurgency in Nigeria and his interest in 2025 presidency read except it doesn't at all. Morally, it does not because a northern president is about to end a two-term in 2023. How can another northern president start for another 8 years in the country where there is so much tension because of the type of domination. So it's PDP stakeholders and thinking like that. They are not thinking right. They are not thinking straight. The argument of PDP that the last president in PDP was a sultana cannot stand. He was a sultana, yes, but now we lost an election and a northern came in. That has already abrogated the virtue of zoning as we know it. It cannot happen, and when we elect a president, it is not to solve the nation ills. One of the greatest ills of the nation today, apart from poverty, is insecurity. And the issue of insecurity, no northern presidential aspirant can stop the insurgents. It's not possible. You see, I am a doctor in medicine. When your wife has a medical crisis, or your brother or mother, even if you are the best surgeon, you are not allowed to operate on them. It's either because your anxiety or emotional attachment you overdo or you underdo. Even a professor of surgery will allow another colleague to carry out the surgery because the neutral doctor will give it the professional attention that is required. That's the person whose family member is the subject. The real problem of insurgency is of northern origin. Well, they are northerners. Give it any colorization, Fulani or not, they are northerners. So to confront them will be difficult for anybody who shares that ethnic or regional affinity with them. If there is a riot in Iperu, my hometown, you know we almost know one another. I am a head of the anti-riot squad. Don't send me to Iperu because I may be rational with the mission because my cousin will be involved, my mother's sibling will be involved. But if you take another from Enugu or other part of the country, he just applies the law and he will use a normal system to quench it. Well, if you ask me, what he said is correct. So it will rather be better for someone come into power so that that person can actually tackle the insecurity matter state. Because there is no way someone might just come and try to tackle the issue. If you are a northerner, there is no way you're going to do that. Just like what he said is true, that a northern person cannot tackle this situation because all these insurgents, the people involved in it, are all of northern extraction, and he's correct about that. So please and please, the northern people should sit down, put their hands together and think about this 2023 presidency issue and let it rotate. Let it go to the southern people. That way, they can come into power and eradicate all these so-called barbarians disturbing the peace and security of this country. Well, you can go to the comment section and share your take on this article. Thanks for listening.